This one is a tricky machine to start. Hold on. I have to use the plugs. You have to hold this for like 15 seconds. So that's delivery number 1 is done. No, this is delivery number 2. The first one was 2 super lifts. So this is the mini track loader. And now my third stop is I'm picking up, I think, a scissor lift and taking it back to base. Big machine. Took a while to to get it moving. It was sitting on the with the out triggers up. You see, like these out triggers, they were down and the wheels were in the air. So I had to call the shop and talk to our mechanic because I couldn't figure out how to raise them so that the wheels are on the ground. But once I did that, it was easy. This is like a big scissor lift, except it has off-road tires. Well, I made a mistake, as the guy says, driver's error. So my boss had to call AAA towing. Basically, I used the rocker switch on the dash to lock the door, and I thought I was just locking the passenger side door. Just was about to go on for lunch after I loaded this scissor lift over here, and I flipped that switch and I see the passenger side door lock went down, but my driver's side door was open. You know, because I was just about to leave the truck, right? And then I got out of the truck, I smashed the door, closed, and went up, secured my scissor lift, and then wanted to put my gloves back in the truck, and I'm like, and the door is locked. Like, holy moly, all the windows are up. I go to the passenger side, locked. The good thing that I had my phone with me. I put my phone in the back pocket because, again, I was on my way to lunch, right? And I used my phone, called the office. I said, guys, I screwed up. Is there any second key hidden somewhere? And they said no. Man, so it took that technician, I don't know, 40-50 minutes to open the truck. And he tried from the passenger side. First he tried, you know, through the window at the bottom to just pull on the lock. Could not do it. Then he wedged the top of the door with some special wedges, and he tried to put in like, you know, a thick wire, or basically metal stick, and from the top it would not go in. So, and he's swearing because, you know, he's of small stature, so it was very hard for him to, there's nothing to grab onto, you know. And I said, hey, you want me to hold you like this, you know, with my hand? He says, no, it's okay. And I didn't want to, so he was getting angrier by the minute, because, yeah, it's very frustrating. He's short, he cannot reach in, there's nothing to hold to, you know, because he's on the step of the truck. And he went and he grabbed some little ladder, like a mini ladder, but it's too short, so he's almost falling off, and he's like, but anyway, so I tried to help. I grabbed a strap and I hooked up the strap to the top of the door, and when he was pushing in that stick from the top, I was together with his movements, I was pulling on the strap, you know, trying to make the gap wider. And still, we got that thing inside from the top, but we could not bring it close to the lock. Like, it would not go, you know. It was, I don't know, 15 inches away from the lock. And so finally the guy said, screw this, and he went to the driver's side door and put in that little tool that goes through the bottom of the window, and tried pulling again to open the lock from the inside. In 2 minutes he did it. So for some reason he couldn't do it on the passenger side, but driver's side went up real easy. And again, what happened is that I pushed this stupid switch, see, lock, unlock, and these are electric locks. And what happened is that my door was open, Because all I was trying to do was, you know, I was going for lunch, and I was, instead of reaching out and pushing that thing down, I just used this, and I saw that, yeah, it went down, cool. But what I didn't realize is that my driver's side door went down too, and the door was open, which is very bad, because when you pull on the handle, the lock goes up, you know. So if I did this and my driver door was locked, right, so then to get out, I pull on the handle to open it, and that would automatically you know, push this lock up. See, like now up, right? But the door was open. Quite often, you know, for easier egress, I leave the driver door open, of course, unless it's like -40. And so then I rushed back, and my dispatch called me like 3 times while the guy was trying to fix it. And I thought these guys, you know, would fire me or something, you know. But I came back, I said, I'm so sorry, this would never happen again. And they said, oh, no problem. And they gave me a new paperwork, just going to Northwest, pick up a couple of machines. So I'm picking up a mini excavator, a tamper. I hate those. And a power buggy. I think it's on tracks, power buggy. So I'll try to show it to you how I load and secure. So there are going to be a lot of chains. We'll see. But again, so this was, yeah. And I thought, you know, there would be like a second key, right? Like when I got my international, somebody hit the second key.
600 meters. Keep left to continue toward Panamount Boulevard Northwest.
In the engine compartment, and the seller didn't even know about this, right? But I was prowling around in the engine compartment, and I found the spare key. And so on this Freightliner, I asked dispatcher, I said, is there maybe a hidden key somewhere? He says no. But I said, you guys have a second key? He says, yeah, we do, but we send you a AAA, basically, you know, the auto service people, right? But I wish they would have sent somebody, you know, slightly taller, because again, when you're short, and it's, you know, it's not a pickup truck, right? It's a big truck. And so imagine standing on the, oh, check this out, Freightliner Argosy. You don't see these too often here. Wow, look at the sleeper over there. What is that? 10 feet? No, that's not a sleeper actually. I think, yeah, they use that for extra storage, you know. These are like movers, right? But anyway, yeah, so that poor guy. And it's cold, you know. At least I had my gloves. I said, where's your gloves? He said, oh, it's not cold. And he didn't wear a hat, you know, like a probably my age, you know, guy. Maybe he's 50s, 60s. But finally he did it. He did it. So that was the easiest way, right? The easiest way was to, from the bottom, through the window. 2 minutes, boom. So that's how easy it is to steal a truck. But of course, you need to know what you're doing.
Keep left, then use any lane to turn left onto Panamount Boulevard Northwest.
And while we were doing this, some guys showed up, 2 Indian guys. One of them held
use any lane to turn left onto Panamount Boulevard Northwest.
One of them held a roll of tape.
Continue on Panamount Boulevard
and they said,
Northwest for 1.5 kilometers.
They said, you want to try this? And the guy looks at them and they said, well, we had the same issue with the truck and we open it with the tape. I have no idea what they're talking about, how you can open the door with a roll of tape. And the tech says, no, thank you. And they said, okay. And they went away. And while I was waiting for the technician, there was a South Street burger place nearby, so I went in and I grabbed a double hamburger. Man, that thing was so good. So at least I had my lunch, but we lost, probably because of my mistake, we lost probably, I don't know, 40-50 minutes while this guy was unlocking. So yeah, so mistakes happen, you know, as they say, to err is human. So never again. I'll always make sure I have a window open before I close the doors. At least then I can reach through the window and pull that stupid lock, you know. That's it. The last thing I need to do is tie down the bucket on the excavator.